part of me is not even sure how to exactly ask this, but the health benefits, there's physical and psychological and spiritual aspects of homesteading, of taking something that you've growing something, eating it, and doing it as a family. Could you maybe elaborate more on that and about the benefits of health and where you've come from, what you've learned?
That's a great question. It's an indescribable experience to make a meal, serve it to your family, and serve it to other people, and everything at that meal you've produced on the farm. It's indescribable. You have a whole new understanding of the world, of your inherent dignity as a person, that I didn't buy anything from General Mills.
Right.
Or the Kellogg's, or any of these other wicked, evil corporations that rule our world. So I would say there's that. You just by the very fact that you're able to eat a more natural, wholesome diet. Ideally, you're doing this organic, but the food is so much better for you than anything you can buy in the grocery store. I mean, the food, there's not words to express how terrible the food system is in this country. And any immigrant who comes from any country around the world, and I talk to a lot of them, they say they don't know what they can even buy to eat because the food is so disgusting.
No kidding.
And they're coming from, a family from Africa, Ecuador, Peru, obviously Germany, the European countries, Eastern Europe. I've had people from China on the farm. That's all the same thing. How can you Americans eat this stuff that's so terrible?
Yeah.
And half of it's outlawed in their countries.
Right.
Like you're not even allowed to call it food and put it on the shelf. It's illegal.
I know.
And we eat it.
I know your wife. I've taken one of her terms of just calling certain foods poison.
It's poison, right? You are
that can rub
yourself.
people the wrong way sometimes, but really,
But it's honest.
I quite frankly, and I grew up. My dad operated a convenience store. Yeah. I ate sugar.
Me
candy,
too.
All this stuff, all the candy, all the processed packaged.
Me too.
Wednesday nights we had Kraft singles with in ramen noodle soup, right? Just my mom would crack an egg. I'm not gonna lie, I still really enjoy my ramen, but now I'll get organic, good stuff. Occasionally I have been known to sneak a piece of that crappy American cheese in it for the nostalgia, right? But trying to not eat.
And everyone's on a different food journey, and that's totally understandable.
It is a journey.
It's a journey, but when you're on a homestead, you have an opportunity that most people don't have, and you can produce, and it really it will make a big difference in your health by producing and eating these things. The other big benefit for your health is that you can be a lot more physically active.
Yeah. And
I think it's a huge problem in this country. Maybe you have a white-collar job, you're sitting all day, but even kids in school, they're not active enough. They're just not doing enough. And we all know the problem with the video games and the smartphones and everything, and how many hours people are on those even. So there's, in our opinion, kids should be outside. They should experience the weather year-round. Yeah. They should be active. They should be working and playing. And these are natural parts of human development that you need